After you put your email and password, you click sign in and it will take you to this dashboard. Now in the dashboard, you have so many things that are happening here, as you can see. From the left side, we have your navigation module where you want to go to, but let's first focus on the right side. From the right side, we have the dates, all right, and the month and the time here. This is where you log out, just in case you are lost or maybe you want to log out from the system. The next thing on this dashboard, we have various things, all right? From the very top, we have new booking. So if you click new booking, it will allow you to select from the guest below. And just in case your guest is not here, you can create a new guest from here, right? There are various places where you can create a new guest from, but this is one of them. This is the quickest, just in case you're in this particular interface. So after that, just down below, we have the occupancy rate, which shows you the rate at which the rooms are occupied. As you can see now, we have 3 out of 20 rooms occupied. That is 15%. We have the revenue today. We don't have anyone. We have check-ins and we have available rooms. All right. We have pending bookings. We have total guests. We have the tasks. Then we have this housekeeping task. That's HK tasks. Then we have the maintenance. You can always click them just to see or just to open and see the modules just inside, but we're going to see them later as we continue. Then just down below, we have the today's arrival. You can always click like view all to see all the new arrivals, right? And then we have today's departure. You can always click here, view all, and as you can check them out from here. In the check-in, here, this way you check in the people who are coming in today, today's new arrival. I just forgot to mention that. Then in here, we have the occupancy by category. We have the standard. Then we have deluxe. We have the suite. We have the presidential suite. Then we have the family room. Just down below, we have recent reservations. This is where you see them. You can always click here to view. And when you view them, we have different actions over here. You can check them out. You can see the invoice, just in case you need to click an invoice from here. And then as you can see, it just shows the letterhead of the hotel, the bill to the person, their email and phone number, then the details and the description from here, and then this footer, all right? You can always print. You can record payment just in case they have paid, or you can just click print. If you click print, it's going to allow you to print this invoice. This is how it looks. Then you can click print invoice, and this is how it goes. You can always close and then close that tab. You can add a charge just in case there's something that they need to add or they need to be added from here. You can click add charge. Say for example, snacks, and call it service, quantity 1, and then let's call it 300. Then after that, you can click add charge. And as you can see, it's just in here, 300, and the total has been updated. All right. Still on the dashboard, maybe I forgot to talk about this housekeeping today. You can always click here, manage. And now from the manage, you can be able to create tasks and see the pending, the in progress, completed, and these are what you can see here. You can always create a new task even from up there. So I've just done that so that you can have various places that you can do many things just in case you're stranded in somewhere. All right. So let's go back to dashboard. And in the dashboard, we've seen this is where you view, and on the actions on the other side, the right side, you can edit. The next thing is the rooms, the front desk, which is that submodule. In the rooms, this is where you see all the rooms, right? And in the rooms, you can see them as the BREF or the grid view. You can always change to just choose the one that you like. You can add a room from here, and it will allow you to put the room number, then the status, the floor, the category, the description of the room, and the internal stuff, which will be seen by the staffs only. Then in here, we can see all the rooms. If you want to see only the available rooms, you can click here. If you want to see the occupied rooms, you can click there. That's how you sort them differently. And let's go back to all rooms. You can also sort them by the type and then filter just to see the deluxe, the presidential suite. You can also sort them, let me first of all clear. You can also sort them by ground, the floor number or the floor area, so that you can see the exact rooms that you are. And remember, you can also book a client from here, all right? Just in case a room has not been booked, say for example, this is available, you can also click plus, and that will allow you to book someone in here, all right? And just in case, you can click new guest from here. Maybe we can test, put random information. Let's say we put something like that. Nationality, let's call them Ugandan, okay, as well. Date, you can put like the date of their birth, then street, anything, let's call it Kampala as well. And then country, let's call it Uganda, so that we maintain the consistency. The type, you can call the passport, the ID type. Remember, you can choose from all this. Let's put something else. Expiry date, let's say that maybe it will expire in 2029 or 2028. Then let's put it as VIP, or let's call it as gold, all right? You can upload here if it's scanned, but it's not a compulsory thing, so you can just click save guest. All right, here please enter a valid value. All right, there's nothing like 1st of April, let's call it 31st of April, let's call it that. Then after that, that's saved, right? Now the guest will be here, all right? As you can see, the guest is there. So that's how you do it. And if you want to confirm their bookings, you can click confirm booking just after selecting the room name and room number and are checking in, or you can just put in like that. You can choose whether booking source is for phone or just walking in. Let's just walk in and then click that. So if you go to reservations, you'll be able to see that they're being served with gold. This is how you serve that, right? But more on that later. All right, I was just showing you how you can book from here. All right, the next is the reservation, which you've just seen. You can click new booking from here as well. Choose the guest and choose the room, booking details, put everything here. All right, then after that, you can click confirm booking and that will be reserved. All right, you can also print an invoice if someone has not paid, and this is how you record payment and or you print, right? Just as we saw in the other one. All right, the other way, you can also check out someone from here. All right, just in case you need to check in someone, you can check in from here, or you can check in here or check out. Just in case like this one has been checked in, you can click check in and click complete checking in. All right, and when it comes to checkout, this is where you click checkout. All right, the next is a booking calendar, which you can also create a new booking from here. And the way to book with this is come here to the date. Say for example, you want to book someone on 20th on Monday. You click here and the date will automatically put itself there. All right, so all you need to put is the details and everything that needs to be put here, and then confirm booking. So this is the third way of booking. Remember, you can also create a new booking from here, just as we've been doing before. You can also see the next month. This is the calendar. Remember, we're in April. You can also click next and it will take you to May, and just so you can book someone from here. So right, so that's the third way of booking, or the fourth way, using the booking calendar. The next is a guest module. In the guest, we have the profiles here where you can edit, you can create a new booking, or you can also blacklist them. You can blacklist guests just in case they have made an offense or they have done something really bad in the premise. You can blacklist from there. You can add a guest. This is the third way of adding a guest. You can add them from here. You can also sort them clients from here, the names, the email, phone number, or ID. Just put in anything. You can also filter by, say, gold, and then you filter, and you'll be able to see the gold members. The next is the finance module. In the finance module, we have billing and invoice, and this is where we have the invoice system. We have two invoices here. We have the revenue collected is 0 right now. We have outstanding, which we have Kenyan shillings 21,920. Then we have today's invoice amount, which is 10,720. You can opt for them to pay, which is recording payment from here, which is a third way of recording payment. You can view from here, or you can create an invoice. Remember, this is how you do it. You can record payment from here. All right, the next one is a payment. Remember, I'm trying to go as quick as I can. Remember, in the payment, you can also click here and it will take you to the same payment. In the payment, this is where you see all the payment that has been made, just in case payments have been made. If you click record payment, all the payments will be propagated here. You can always sort them, the methods. You can sort them by dates and filter. The next is the operations module. In the operations module, we have the housekeeping, and this is where you see the clean rooms, dirty rooms, inspector, and a task today. You can create a new task from up there, which is the second way. You can also create from here. All right, if you create new task, it will show you the task, maybe check out clean or turn down service or inspection. You can record priority, maybe say it's urgent, assigned to maybe the office administrator. You can put any instruction there and create a new task, and that will be created. And as you can see it's here. Once has been seen or has been attended, you will record as in progress, and it will be seen as in progress task. All right. You remember, you can also sort them. You can filter anything that you want. You can also see the room status from here. In the room status, you can always see if it's dirty, you can always change it as clean or inspected. You can also change it as, let's say, cleaning, and it will be recorded as cleaning, right? You can also change this to be cleaned, and it will be changed to clean. So this is how you do everything here. I'm trying to rush as fast as I can, but still showing you the most important module. So the next is maintenance. Remember, we are still in the housekeeping. In the maintenance, you can report an issue. You can click report an issue. You'll be able to select a room and say something like that: priority medium, describe a problem. You can say bad condition, and then you can assign it to office administrator, then report an issue. That will be reported, and as you can see, it will be here. You can always edit or update just in case it has been attended or something like that. The next thing, still on the housekeeping, is the restaurant, the POS, still on the operations module. In the restaurant and POS, this is where you deal with the meals and foods. You can always add a new order from here, and the new order, you click new order, and you can choose whether it's room service, takeaway, or something like that. Say it's room service. You can choose the reserved room, the client who is there. You can choose, maybe they want to take some fresh juice and maybe grilled tilapia. You can see the amount here. Then after that, you can always click press order, and immediately you'll see the order here, and the today's revenue will be recorded there, the today's order and the pending order. Once it's done, you can always click served, and that will be done and recorded in the database. All right. The next we have is analytics module. In the analytics we have the reports. In the reports, this is where you see all the reports here. And say for example, we need to see the reports today. You can see the total bookings, the average revenue, average bookings. You can see the revenue trend. You can see the revenue by payment method. You can see the booking status breakup. All right. You can also see the room revenue performance. You can also see the top spending guest. You can see this January I spent 10,710, everything like that. You can also see the bookings by sources. As you can see, January, the one that we recorded today, did booking by walking in. So that's it there. The next is the administration. In the administration, we have the users and office and roles. So you can see all the roles here. You have the admin, you have full access. You can see the manager, and they have access to all this. We have the reception, they have access to all this. We have housekeeping, they have access to housekeeping only. Then we have accountant, has access to billing reports only. All right, you can always add a new user from here. Put in their first name, last name, email, phone, roles, and the password, and then active or not active. Of course, you want to put them as active in the status. Then you click save user. So they will be here. All right. The next is the settings. In the settings, we have about the hospital first. The hotel. This is where you change the hotel name, the website, the address, the phone number, the email, the time zone, currency, checking in, checking out, loyalty point rates, the cancellation policy or note. Then you have the billing and tax. This is where you can adjust all of this. Then you have the pricing rules over here. You can always add a new rule. You can also toggle for it to be active or not. You can then there we have the discounts. These are the discounts that we currently have. You can always add discount. Remember, all these things, I just don't want to click them for the purpose of time. You can always have them. The next is the notifications. You can configure the email and the SMS configurations, and that will allow you to get and send and receive messages to and from the clients. All right. Last but not least, we have the activity logs. This is where you see everything that has been done here by different people. As you can see, there was creating a reservation, there was logging in, there was logging out, everything here. So this is where you can see everything that has been done. And remember, this module is only accessible to the admin. So basically, this is all about it. It's way deeper than I can go. I just feel like it will be a longer video if I just go in and show you everything. But as you can see, there are many things which I have not touched. As you can see here, we have the notifications. We have the plus here where you can add a new reservation. So it is way deeper, and this is one of the web applications that you might want to have in your hotel premise. It will cater for all your needs and show you the statistics, the analytics, and everything. So let me know if you want it, and just in case, our contacts will be in the description below, or you can find us online. Until next time, peace and love.